Hey, my friends. I'm sitting here at Hobby Lobby waiting to meet somebody to exchange a frame or something. And I was just thinking, I had a consult yesterday and we were talking about memorabilia and memories, and how hard it is to get rid of those things. It's so hard. You have attachment to all these things, maybe that were from your childhood or something your mom gave you or your grandma or a good friend. And we have these things and we wonder what to do with them if they're things that we don't display. Follow me here because I'm piecing this together as I'm thinking about it, like our conversation yesterday. But you have like your grandma's china and or her silver or those things that are, I guess, what people today consider obsolete. You don't have dining rooms now, and you don't set all your formal china out, and you don't like my mom, when she passed, had left all of the things she collected. So she had Hummels. So if you know what Hummels are, they're like these figurines from Germany, and they were really worth something at one time, but now you almost can't give them away because nobody collects them, and stuff like that is just not valuable to people nowadays. So what it's worth is based on if people are going to buy it or not now. So if nobody wants it, it really is not worth anything. Um, so I have those packed away in a box, and I'm not doing them any honor, or they're just kind of sitting there. I feel bad because I don't have a china cabinet, and I have nowhere to put a china cabinet, but I can't let them go because they were my mom's and she loved them. I actually do really like them, even though they don't go with my decor, really, but I think they're cute. But so back to, I was talking to this client and she's like, yeah, I have this stuff and it's just sitting and packed away and I can't possibly give it away. But I thought, you're not doing it any justice with it sitting in a box. So either get it out, display it, use it, enjoy it, or guess what? Somebody would be thrilled to have those old tablecloths that you will never use, or that silver or that china. There's somebody out there. They may be a little harder to find, but sometimes it's not your, how do I say this? It's not your burden anymore. And I don't mean burden as in bad. Maybe the burden of guilt that you carry, taking it out of the box, looking at it, going, nope, this was grandma's, and putting it back in the box, and then it sits in a basement or an attic, never to see the light. So putting that into perspective maybe might help you think, if I release this, I'll bet grandma would be really super happy that I have donated this or passed it on to somebody, and it's being loved, it's being used, it's being worn, it's being displayed, the china's being eaten off of, whatever that is. It's going on to live another life instead of sitting in the box, in the basement, in tissue paper, and never being looked at. So think about it that way. I need to think about that with my mom's Hummels. I don't think there's even a market to even sell them, but I mean, I may reach out and see if somebody collects them still. And oh, my hair looks horrible. Because they're just sitting in a box, and I think she would want somebody to display them and to love them, and she wouldn't care if it were me or if it were somebody I knew or somebody I didn't know, as long as they're being cherished and loved. And I think that's, with those belongings and those memories and those things that we hold, that it's important to remember that you don't have to pack them up and move them again to another house, or or put it back and keep it safe, because it would be upsetting to your grandma or your mom if you pass them on, because I don't think that's true. I mean, maybe your mom would get ticked. If so, talk to your mom and say, you know what, I have a girlfriend that collects this or loves this, and I would love to pass it on to her because I'm just not going to use this. And just see where that goes. So that's my challenge for you today, is to release some of that stuff that you don't cherish, that you don't love, that you don't enjoy, and that you're not going to use. And if you're holding on to it just because of a family memory, or you think you're going to offend somebody, really, you're probably not. It's it's better to let it go and free up the space. And your memories, here's another thing. Your memories are in your head. Like, they're not in that object that you're holding, even though when you look at it, it reminds you of them. How about taking a picture of it? That would be a good way to remember it. Or if you have an old quilt, make it into something that you can use or that you can display or something like that. But, those memories are in your head and they will always be in your heart. And I think that our loved ones would want those things to be used and cherished, not packed away in a dark box and never looked at. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It's a beautiful day here in Virginia, a beautiful fall day. We're having our fall festival later on today with our chili cook-off, and I made the most amazing Colorado pork green chili. So we get to go enjoy that later on with a bunch of other chili in our trunk or treat. So have a great weekend, you guys. Take care.